Hello, children. Today we will begin with Unit 1.4 poem All the World's a Stage by William Shakespeare. He was an English poet, playwright, and actor, widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world's prominent dramatist. He is often called England's national poet and the Bard of Avon because he was a great poet. This poem is taken from his play As You Like It. Here he compares the world to a stage where the drama of human life is enacted. There is no rhyme scheme in the poem, and it is also called as free verse. So children, now let's read the poem together. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail, unwillingly to school, and then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation. Even in the cannon's mouth, and then the justice, in fair round belly, with good capon lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances. And so he plays his part. The sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide, for his shrunk shank and his big manly voice, turning again towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all, that ends this strange eventful history, is second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. By William Shakespeare. Now children, let's understand the poem according to the stage, that is a 7th stage. Let's read the first stage. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. So children, let's see the meanings here. Mewling means to make a weak sound, and puking means to vomit. So I'll begin with the explanation. So children, in this poem, the poet has described the 7 stages of human's life, which he compares to stages like first is infancy, then comes childhood, that is a school child, then is a lover, then a soldier, then a justice, then an elderly person, and last is an old person. In these lines that are in front of you, he conveys that the world is like a stage, and we human beings, that is, men and women, are like actors in it. We enter the world with our birth and exit the world by our death. And he also says that one person has many different roles to play in their entire life, and these roles are divided into 7 stages or parts. The first one is of a small infant. Children, I hope you know who is an infant. An infant is a newborn child who is helpless and is dependent on his mother for food and everything else, and cries all the time and vomits on the arms of the nurse. Let's see the second stage. We'll read together. Then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face creeping like snail unwillingly to school. The meanings are: whining means the making of a long, high-pitched cry or sound. Satchel means a school bag. Creeping means to move slowly. I'll begin with the explanation. In the second stage is a small school-going boy who cries as he does not want to go to school with his school bag and his fresh morning face. The boy here is compared to a snail who is creeping to school since he is unhappy to go to school. Let's read the next stage. And then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. Then a soldier full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. Let's see the meanings. Sighing means to emit a long, deep, audible breath expressing sadness. Furnace means an enclosed structure in which material can be heated to very high temperatures. Woeful means sad. Ballad means a poem or a song. Pard means short form of leopard. Cannon's mouth here it means facing great danger to life. So I'll begin with the explanation. In these lines there is third and fourth stage. So we'll see the third stage. In the third stage, man is a grown-up youth who is a lover, who is lost in thoughts of love, and he sings poem in praise of his beloved's beauty that he finds even in her eyebrows. And in the fourth stage, man is a soldier who has some responsibility towards the nation, as he has taken the oath to protect the nation. He is aggressive like a leopard, short-tempered and ambitious. He is the first one to start a fight or argument, and he would do anything to protect his reputation, like he would even stand in front of a gun to protect his reputation. Let's read the next stage. And then the justice, in fair round belly, with good capon lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The meanings are: capon means bribe, saws mean sayings. I'll begin with the explanation now. So children, the man in the fifth stage, as described by the poet, is the judge, who is assumed to be a middle-aged man who has settled down with a family and responsibilities. Here he has a fat rounded stomach because of all the bribe that he has taken. His eyes are very serious and he has given his beard a respectable cut. He has also gained experience, knowledge and wisdom up till this stage. Let's read this part, that is the sixth stage. The sixth stage shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloons, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful hose, well saved, a world too wide, for his shrunk shank and his big manly voice, turning again to a childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. The meanings are: pantaloon means a type of trouser, spectacle means a pair of glasses, hose means a pair of stockings or socks, shank means a lower part of the leg, treble means high tones. I'll begin with the explanation. In the sixth stage, we can see that the old age has arrived. The person has lost his weight and wears loose and old trousers. And now, as his visibility is becoming weak, he has glasses on his nose and a money bag at his side. The stockings that he wore when he was young are become loose now on his wrinkled and bony legs, and his manly voice sounds like childish now. Whatever he says sounds like a whistle. Now let's see the last stage, that is the seventh stage. Last scene of all that ends this strange eventful history is second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. The meanings are: oblivion means state of being completely forgotten and no longer important. Sans mean French word for without. Second childishness means ignorant state of a child. So I'll begin with the explanation. So children, this is the seventh and the final stage where the man has become very old and has lost all his senses. This is known as second childhood, where a person is being completely forgotten and is no longer important. Here, he does not remember most of the things, where he is without eyes, that is loss of proper vision, without teeth, and also without taste. So children, here we have completed with the poem's explanation. I hope you understood it. Now let's have some revision based on the poem. The first question is, describe the role played by the fifth player. The fifth player is the judge, justice. He is assumed to be middle-aged, who has settled down with a family and has responsibilities. He has also gained experience, knowledge and wisdom up till this time of age. Second question, what do exits and entrances refer to? Exits and entrances refers to time when man leaves the world and when man enters this world. Entrances is birth, while exits is death. Third question, why is reputation like a bubble? So children, reputation is like a bubble because when the bubble bursts, nothing is left of it. Similarly, when our reputation ends, nothing of it is left. Once again, we have to work hard to get back to our reputation. So children, here we end with our today's session. Thank you for listening, children. Take care.